So winning formula is a kind of unique project, and it allows people to participate, I think, in a much more deep and direct way and an exploration of the way that data and sport come together than simply kind of showing them a film or giving them a document or a report. We've developed something really special as part of this project. It's an actual sports page, a sports newspaper from 2018 that was specifically chosen to give people an artifact, a kind of handle on a future that they can pick up, they can immerse themselves in, and in a way that's a very familiar kind of form, a familiar object in this kind of discussion. Being able to just step in front of the large system map that we've created on the wall inside the museum gives them a chance to see all of that kind of spread whole, almost a panoramic view. If they don't want to dive down into the details in every article, they can step back and sort of see how it all fits together, almost a kind of 30,000-foot view, you know, a kind of God's eye view of this future. Or they can actually put their hands on the software, manipulate it a bit in ways that the public hasn't been able to before. They're presented with a tool that's been an expert tool, and as that kind of tool comes down to the public level, it's in effect the kind of future coming to them today. Increasingly, data is becoming, like money, one of the key shaping forces of the sport of football today. And we are quantifying and measuring the sport in ways that have never happened before. I mean, this particular work is a manifestation of what we call design fiction, which is a particularly new area of practice whereby you actually kind of create objects that themselves suggest a larger world. They are prototypes, but they're prototypes taken out of a particular future. And they're meant to be an artifact that gives people something tangible to pick up, to absorb, to investigate, to question themselves. So it's unique in that it doesn't look like a piece of art or design, but in effect, it's a speculative artifact. So one of the really interesting things about design fiction is that it's a very playful, or it can be a very playful practice. And in this case, we've actually taken it out into the city, not just left it sort of sitting in the museum as a work, but taken it out to places that are culturally relevant to the form of a sports page. Put it in betting shops, newsstands, taxis, on trams, in part to kind of let it fulfill its additional function, and that is as a slightly uncanny artifact in the real world. The kind of world and the scenarios that we've built inside the project, and in particular the newspaper, were fairly rigorously constructed. We took a lot of time and looked not just at, again, the kind of core trends that are happening around the sport itself. We looked at broader technology. We looked at society. It's a global game, so we weren't just looking at the UK or England or one league. We were looking at the whole system worldwide. It's not a prediction. It's not even really a forecast. It's a narrative that invites people in to explore a richer world.